If you haven't installed a lot of Wi-Fi locks or are unfamiliar with the Schlage Encode Smart Wi-Fi Deadbolt, here are some tips to help your install go smoothly. The tips in this video are divided into two sections: install and Wi-Fi setup. For complete step-by-step information, please visit www.schlage.com or refer to the printed instructions included in the box. Please note, if you are only planning to do the mechanical install and the Wi-Fi setup will be done later, please carefully watch the entire install section of this video, which includes electronic operation checks. Checking the electronics can help ensure that the Wi-Fi setup will be successful. First up, installation tips. Check that the strike prep on the frame will accommodate the included strike plate for the Encode lock. It is required to use the included strike plate for proper operation of the deadbolt. If the strike plate is too big for the frame prep, it may be possible to install the plate over the prep, provided there is enough clearance between the door and strike plate. Alternatively, you may need to modify the frame to accommodate the strike plate. Contact your dealer for assistance. After the deadbolt is installed, insert the battery pack and observe the power-up. Confirm that the deadbolt beeps and that the keypad lights up. If the lock does not beep or the keypad lights do not come on, ensure that the through door cable is connected. If it still does not beep or light up, contact your dealer or call customer care. After the successful power-up, look on the back of the lock for two 4-digit user codes. With the door open, enter one of the codes and listen for sounds of the motor running and the deadbolt fully extending and retracting. When the deadbolt stops moving, the test is complete. If you don't hear any motor sounds or don't see the deadbolt moving after entering one of the user codes, contact your dealer or call customer care. Close the door and use the thumb turn to fully extend and retract the deadbolt. Ensure the deadbolt movement is smooth. Lastly, open the door, extend the deadbolt, and enter one of the user codes on the touch screen. Verify that the deadbolt fully retracts. If you cannot operate the deadbolt with the thumb turn smoothly, or if the deadbolt does not retract during testing, consult the printed instructions, contact your dealer, or call customer care. If all of these steps are successful, the lock is ready for Wi-Fi setup. Next up, tips for connecting your lock to the Wi-Fi network. First, remember that you can reset the lock to factory defaults at any time. This can be useful if the lock is not responding as expected, or if you are simply unsure of the lock state and want to start over. To do a factory default reset, remove the battery cover and hold the black button next to the thumb turn until the red light stops flashing. This takes approximately 7 seconds. Wait for the light to turn blue, which can take up to 10 seconds. When the light is solid blue, the reset is complete. Remember, if you're ever in any doubt when setting up the lock, perform a factory default reset to easily start again. Next, ensure that you will have adequate, uninterrupted time to perform the network setup, which can take up to 2 minutes. If any distractions, such as phone calls or other interruptions, occur during setup, the lock or app may time out before you can return to the task. If an unavoidable interruption does occur and the setup was not completed, you can do a factory default reset and start over again. Be sure to have the information for your Wi-Fi network. The network name and password are required to complete network setup. If you don't know the Wi-Fi information, contact the resident, homeowner, IT personnel, or property owner. Check that your phone will have enough power to set up the lock. Some phones have a low power mode that may affect your ability to connect the lock and perform setup. Ensure that you will have enough power to perform setup without the phone entering a low power mode. Lastly, turn Bluetooth off and on your phone before attempting to connect to the lock for setup. This Bluetooth reset can help prepare the phone to make a reliable connection to the lock. If you continue to have issues connecting the lock to Wi-Fi, consider restarting your phone or power cycling your network access point or internet hardware. Following these tips can help you have a successful mechanical install and network setup. By ensuring the electronics are working after install and taking advantage of the factory reset feature, limiting distractions, and preparing your phone, you can ensure a smoother setup with fewer issues. For more resources, including step-by-step instruction, please see the digital interactive instructions available at Schlage.com and the printed instructions located in the box. For further assistance, contact customer care at 888-805-9837.